Hello, my name is Kevin Lowe, and I am a John Deere Region Manager. Today, my fellow John Deere Region Manager, Matt Wirtz, and I are going to walk you through the steps of completing pre-delivery inspections on John Deere tractors and residential zero-turn mowers. Pre-delivery inspections are an integral and required part of the process for selling John Deere equipment. So it's very important that each of the steps we are about to demonstrate are followed and completed on every single John Deere machine before it is sold to its customer.
If for any reason you run across an issue with a machine while conducting a pre-delivery inspection, immediately stop the inspection and contact your manager. Open an out for repair ticket and dispatch to your local John Deere dealer so the machine can be repaired prior to being sold to your customer. Your assigned John Deere servicing dealer is the only authorized service provider for John Deere machines. An out for repair service ticket will need to be generated by yourself or a fellow associate in order for a dealer to dispatch to your store, check the machine, and process a warranty repair if necessary. If you have additional questions, please feel free to contact your local John Deere Region Manager. Here are some of the top reported issues uncovered during pre-delivery inspections and require immediate dealer assistance. Please ensure that you are looking for these and other discrepancies during the inspection. Dead batteries, broken or bent steering wheels or zero-turn steering levers, damaged seats, damaged mower decks, flat tires, headlamps not working, or missing bumper hardware.
The PDI process is a simple 10-step process that readies the machine for the sales floor and the customer. As we go through those 10 steps, we will call them out with a checklist.
Remove tractor or Z-track from the E-crate. Install front bumper or rollover protection structure when applicable. Adjust the tire pressure. Level the mower deck. Check the oil. Connect the battery. Add 4-cycle true fuel or stabilized fuel. Start the machine and perform functional checks. Check safety features. Engage mower deck 10 times. Drive forward and reverse. Check reverse implement option, RIO. Adhere service decal and point of purchase signage in proper areas. Input machine information online to complete the PDI process.
Now before you begin the pre-delivery inspection process, please make sure you have the following safety equipment and tools on hand.
Safety glasses, hearing protection, gloves, shop towel, 4-cycle true fuel or stabilized fuel, band cutter, low pressure tire gauge, air compressor, metric wrenches, torque wrench that measures in foot-pounds, measuring tape or a simple ruler, mower deck leveling gauge, John Deere service decals, and the PDI completion form. To start, we're going to conduct a pre-delivery inspection on a John Deere tractor. The first thing that needs to be done is ensure the crated machine is placed in an open area where all sides of the machine are accessible. We recommend that you have at least 3 feet in between each unit and the nose of the tractor is facing outward. This will allow you enough space to operate while setting up the units. Also, please be sure to cordon off your PDI work area with orange cones to ensure safety for others.
Now Matt is going to demonstrate how to lower the gates of the E-crate to prepare the machine to be removed from the E-crate. Be sure to replace the pin and the keeper. Once the gates are lowered, Matt can now cut the banding strips over the tires and remove the white protective covering. Safety note, the banding strips are under tension, so use caution when cutting. Also, once cut, the banding strips are sharp and require caution when removing and placing in the nearest receptacle. Select stores across the country carry the 62-inch Z-track and will also need to remove the wood protective crating from around the deck. Throughout the PDI process, it will be necessary to conduct a visual inspection of the unit and the surrounding areas to ensure safety before moving the machine. At this time, Matt is going to ensure that the battery is disconnected before we move the unit from the E-crate. Now that his visual inspections are complete, it is time for Matt to remove the tractor from the E-crate. To be able to push the machine, Matt is going to ensure the freewheeling lever in the rear of the machine is pulled out. Also make sure to raise the mower deck to 4 inches. Matt can now easily push the tractor off the E-crate. Re-engage the freewheeling lever and fold the E-crate.
Some tractors come equipped with a front bumper and it needs to be installed. We will now show you how to install the front bumper through a toolless installation. First, slide the bumper into the bracket. Insert pins into the tractor. Secure with cotter pins. John Deere 500 series zero turns are equipped with a rollover protection structure, otherwise known as ROPS, that needs to be adjusted and locked into the full raised position. To complete this part of the PDI process, follow these steps. Loosen the lower pivot bolt, spacer, and nut assembly. Remove nut only. Do not loosen the upper bolt, nut, and spacer assembly. Turn ROPS upper hoop adjustment handles and swivel upper hoop assembly of ROPS into upward position. Now, fully remove the bolt and spacer from each side of the ROPS. You may have to wiggle the assembly a bit to take the weight off the joint when removing them. Fold entire ROPS assembly into the full upright position. Replace spacers, bolts from the outside, and nuts, and torque to 40 foot-pounds of torque. Double check your assembly by pulling the handles on the upper ROPS hoop assembly to ensure that the ROPS latches in the fully lowered and fully raised positions. It is very important that at the end of this process, you lock the upper ROPS hoop into the full raised position. As part of our normal shipping processes, all John Deere tractors and zero-turn mowers are shipped with overinflated tires. This is a very important step because overinflated tires can lead to poor cut quality when your customer mows their lawn. Tire pressure varies by each model. Ensure you are following the tire pressure guide on your pre-delivery inspection sheet.
I am now conducting another visual check of the machine, looking under the machine to ensure the mower deck belts are connected and the machine is free of debris on top of the mower deck as well as under the machine.
Next, check to ensure the deck is level using the mower deck leveling gauge. In this case, the mower deck is level on all sides and does not require adjustment. Deck leveling measurement method 2. When leveling the deck, measure the left side first, then the right, then the front, and make proper adjustments. Measure from floor to lip of deck with a ruler or measuring tape. Reference your pre-delivery inspection guide for correct measurement points for each deck size and type.
Matt is going to lift the hood of the John Deere tractor to prepare to check the oil. It is important to ensure adequate oil is in the machine prior to starting. As long as the oil level registers somewhere from the bottom of the line to the top of the line on the dipstick, then the oil level is sufficient. If the oil level falls below the bottom of the line, be sure to add John Deere Turf Guard 10W30 until the oil level falls within the high-low lines on the dipstick.
Now let's open the hood to connect the battery. First, loosen the bolts on the cables using a metric wrench and then connect to the battery. Please note, be sure to connect the positive terminal first, the red wire, and then the negative terminal, the black wire. Now that the cables are hooked up, you can check to ensure the connection is good by turning on the lights of the tractor. Don't forget to turn off the lights after checking the battery connection to ensure the battery stays fully charged. Finally, use the band cutter to remove the white zip tie that holds down the battery. This zip tie is used to keep the battery in place during shipment of the machine and not necessary once the battery cables are connected. Now that we have connected the battery and checked the oil, it's time to add fuel and conduct functional checks. We're going to add 4-cycle true fuel to the fuel tank. However, you may choose to use stabilized fuel. It is important to add approximately 4 ounces to start the machine and conduct the functional tests.
I am now conducting another visual check of the machine, looking under the machine for any loose tools, ensuring the driving area is clear of any obstacles. Always remember, safety first.
Once seated, Kevin is going to adjust the seat using the lever on the right side to ensure his feet can completely depress both the parking brake pedal and the side-by-side pedals. Now that it's adjusted properly, it's time to start the machine. In order to start the machine, the operator has to be completely seated on the machine with the parking brake completely depressed. In some cases, the choke will be necessary, but regardless, all machines should be started with the throttle in the high position. Engine should not start unless the brake is on in the lock position and the PTO is in the off position. With PTO on, raise off seat. Engine should stop. With PTO and brake off, raise off seat. Engine should stop. Next, engage and disengage the blades 10 times. Some machines have a manual PTO lever, while some have an electric PTO switch. Now that the machine is running, it's important to drive it forward first and then backwards. Most machines are equipped with side-by-side pedals, while others have a forward and reversed hand selector. Lawn tractors are equipped with a reverse implement option, RIO. Check that RIO is functioning correctly. With the engine running, engage the mower. Look behind the vehicle to ensure there are no bystanders present. Begin reverse travel by pressing on the reverse pedal or shifting the lever to the reverse position. The engine attachment should stop operating. If not, immediately turn off the machine and send it out for repair to your authorized John Deere dealer. First, engage the blades again, and this time depress the reverse implement option switch on the console. Now, look behind vehicle to ensure there are no bystanders. With the RIO button depressed, press the accelerator and the blade should remain engaged while the machine moves in reverse. Repeat this step 3 times and then shut off the machine. And then adhere the John Deere service decal to the center of the rear fender. Ensure the point of purchase signage is properly displayed on each unit. For tractors, please pop up and secure the sign that is in front of the steering wheel. Snap it into place after moving it into full upright position. For 500 series zero-turn units, place the magnetic sign, which is located on the footboard, on the front of the foot platform area. Do not recrate units after PDI due to safety concerns and possible damage to units. Ask store management where to place the key that is in the ignition. Keys left in the ignition tend to lead to dead batteries, so we recommend that keys are not left in ignitions. Many stores keep the keys in a secure area at the front desk.
And then finally, input the machine's information online to complete the PDI process.
Log in to the portal and please ensure that you have your PDI tech form handy where you recorded your work. Click PDI unit recording from the home page. Record store number and date, then enter each pin that you completed in the product identification number field. Add additional fields if you completed PDI on more than one machine. Press Submit button when complete.
There are a few key differences when conducting pre-delivery inspections on Z-Track machines. There are two freewheeling levers located on the back of the machine. The battery and the owner's manual are located under the seat. The oil-filled dipstick is located on the engine at the rear of the machine. The fuel tank is located on the left side of the mower.
Rollover protection structure, ROPS bar, needs to be adjusted and locked into the full raise position.
The Z-Track has 4 different points for deck level adjustments. The parking brake lever is located below the operator's seat. The safety system installed on your machine must be checked before each machine use. To check for normal operation of the machine, use the following procedures. Park the machine safely. Sit on the seat. Unlock the park brake. Try to start the engine. Result: the engine must not start. If the engine starts, please stop, contact your manager, and submit an out for repair request to be submitted to your local John Deere dealer. Testing mower engagement PTO switch. Park machine safely, sit on seat, lock the brake, engage the mower, try to start the engine. Result: the engine must not start. If the engine starts, please stop, contact your manager, and submit an out for repair request to be submitted to your local John Deere dealer. Testing the mower engagement PTO switch. Park the machine safely. Sit on the seat, lock the brake. Ensure that the mower is not engaged. Try to start the engine. Result: the engine starts. Testing seat switch. Park machine safely, lock the park brake. Start the engine, move the throttle lever up to maximum engine speed, engage the mower, raise up off the seat. Do not get off the machine. Engine and mower blades must stop. If the engine and mower blades do not stop, submit an out for repair, be dispatched to your local John Deere dealer. Testing the seat switch, second test. Disengage the mower, start the engine, unlock the park brake, raise up off the seat. Do not get off the machine. If engine does not stop, submit an out for repair request to be dispatched to your local John Deere dealer. Testing seat switch, third test. Lock the park brake, disengage the mower, start the engine. Raise up off the seat, do not get off the machine. Result: engine must continue to run. If engine stops, please contact your manager, submit an out for repair request to be dispatched to your local John Deere dealer. Testing motion control lever switch. Park the machine safely. Sit on the seat. First test: with the park brake locked, start the engine. Move the right motion control lever inward. Result: engine must stop. If the engine does not stop, contact your manager, submit an out for repair request to be dispatched to your local John Deere dealer. Testing motion control lever switch, second test. Start the engine, release the brake, move the right motion control lever inward. Move the left lever inward. Result: engine does not stop. Move both levers inward. Result: engine does not stop. If the engine does stop, contact your manager, submit an out for repair request to be dispatched to your local John Deere dealer.
Finally, adhere the John Deere service decal to the center of the rear fender. For 500 series zero-turn units, place the magnetic sign, which is located on the footboard, on the front of the foot platform area. Do not recrate units after PDI due to safety concerns and possible damage to units. Ask store management where to place the key that is in the ignition. Keys left in the ignition tend to lead to dead batteries, so we recommend that keys are not left in ignitions. Many stores keep the keys in a secure area at the front desk.
And then finally, input the machine's information online to complete the PDI process.
Log in to the portal and please ensure that you have your PDI tech form handy where you recorded your work. Click PDI unit recording from the home page. Record store number and date, then enter each pin that you completed in the product identification number field. Add additional fields if you completed PDI on more than one machine. Press Submit button when complete. Communicate with your department manager on models needed. Communicate with John Deere dealer for out for repair units. Communicate with appropriate associate regarding e-crate returns once PDIs are completed. Great news! You're now finished conducting the pre-delivery inspection on the tractor. The final step in the pre-delivery inspection is to remove one of the serial number stickers off of the operator's manual bag and adhere it to your PDI completion form. This is going to be used when you submit your information online. Once all steps are completed, the machine is now ready to be placed on the sales floor and sold.